This is Huntington's disease by Cassius Chinlund. Huntington's disease is an inherited disease that causes specific nerve cells to deteriorate. Huntington's disease is received at birth. However, symptoms do not show until you're an adult. It can take away the simple ability to walk, talk, and swallow. If one of your parents had HD, then you have a 50% chance of getting it. Sadly, there is no cure for this disease. Definition of the disease. Huntington's disease is a brain disease that is carried on from generation to generation. It is a result of a malfunction in the DNA instructions that make up our body. Symptoms include mood swings and depression, influenced judgment, memory loss, loss of speech, and impaired movement. Huntington's disease is extremely rare and is commonly found in adults. It is very rare that a kid will have Huntington's disease. It affects about 7 in every 100,000 people. You can genetically test for Huntington's disease, however, it is illegal to do so before the age of 18. Pre-genetic diagnostics may be used with in vitro fertilization. Here we have a chart with the different transcript mutations, the RSIDs, codon sequence changes in the mRNA, amino acid sequence changes, the effect, and if it's pathogenic or non-pathogenic. Causes of the disease. The PRMP, JPH3, and TBP genes are mutated and cause the symptoms in the affected individuals. In addition, Huntington's disease is a frameshift mutation. The affected gene is located in chromosome 4. The PRMP, JPH3, and TBP genes are all responsible for creating the instructions for brain proteins. Since those genes are mutated and affected, the brain proteins are damaged. An abnormal protein is created by the mutations and can charge the way the brain cells function. Neurons are destroyed by these mutations. Huntington's disease L1, Huntington's disease L2, and Huntington's disease L4 are inherited in an autosomal dominant pattern. However, Huntington's disease L3 is inherited in an autosomal recessive pattern. When meiosis is occurring, there is one mutated gene on each cell when the child is being born. This is due to one parent or both parents having HD. There is a 50% chance if one of the parents has HD that the child will have HD as well. Below is a diagram explaining the pattern of inheritance. Prognosis and treatment options. HD is a disease that progressively gets worse over time. Sadly, there is no treatment available for individuals with HD. Life expectancy for people with HD is 10 to 30 years. Usually these deaths are caused by infections and sometimes by falls. Summary of the article, Huntington's Disease, a Clinical Review by Raymond A.C. Bruce. The article explains how HD is a neurodegenerative disorder in which dementia is caused, as well as behavioral and emotional issues. It is inherited in an autosomal dominant pattern and is very common in middle-aged Caucasian people. Typically, people get HD from ages 30 to 50, but sometimes there are cases where people get it in their 20s. There is no cure for HD yet. However, there are treatments to help and many different tests to see if you have it. These are my citations cited in Medline plus Genetics. Thank you so much for watching.